Well, howdy, y'all. How is everybody doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? I decided I was going to go live. It's actually pretty decent out here. I think it's about 30 degrees today, and it's nice enough at least to sit out on the porch for a little bit. Figured I'd just get on here and chit chat, see how everybody was doing. I've kind of got to sit in this corner and not move though. The sun is uh, following me. See, and I can't see you all if I uh, if I move. So I'm sorry if the lighting is going in and out. So, anyways, I just got a message. Sorry, guys. Well, I just want to see if anybody's willing to hop on here and chit chat for a little bit. I haven't done a live. I haven't done hardly any lives this week. I'm thinking maybe like one or two. It's not Sunday. I just said it was Sunday. It's Saturday. How is everybody doing on this Saturday afternoon? It's not Sunday. Uh, but I think I've only done just a couple lives this week, and so I wanted to go ahead and get on here and see if anybody wanted to chit chat, hang out, have any questions for me. I wish that I could do a live and like be out on the farm, but connection is horrible, and so it's hard to do that. But we've still got a little snow on the ground. They're saying that we will warm up this week. I hope with everything in me we will warm up this week. Um, but we're still getting into the low digits. I don't think quite single digits. I think last night it was like 10 degrees. When I got up this morning, it was 15, 13, 15. I can't remember exactly. So it's still a little chilly out during the evenings and during the day, but it's nice right now. It's nice enough that I can sit out on the porch. Like I said, it's around 30 degrees. Sometimes my phone will say it at the top, but it's not saying it right now. So, but I have been able to tolerate the 30 degrees a lot better than I've been able to tolerate the teens. It's not so much fun when it's lower digits, single digits in the teens. It's not as nice then. So what has everybody been doing today? I just had a client come and pick up a rabbit, and so we've sold another rabbit, which I like doing. That's money in my pocket, right? We've got quite a few people popping on, and I just want to ask you all if you would please double tap the screen. If you just take your finger and you bop the screen, it will give the video a like, and it's free. So just help a girl out. Just help me out if you would please, and just tap the screen. I would appreciate it for everybody that does that. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're unfamiliar with our channel, we are a homesteading farm steading channel, whatever you want to call it. We raise all kinds of animals, quail, rabbits, chickens. We've had cows, horses, goats, and I have all of that content in what's it called? It's not folders, and albums on my channel. So if there's any particular animal that you want to check out, we've got rabbit content and quail and chickens and a couple horses. We also raise Walker hound dogs. We hunt and train Walker hounds, along with having livestock guardian dogs, the specific breeds of livestock guardian dogs. The female we have is Anatolian, and our male is Kangal Anatolian. And they're absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry that my nose is running. It's probably pretty gross to see me wipe it, but it is what it is. It runs every time I talk to you all. I don't know why that is. But we've had quite a few people on just now and only 2 likes. So looks like we're not doing too well on live this go around, but I appreciate the 2 that did like the video. If you're on here and you want to let us know where you're at, I would love to hear where you all are at. What's the weather like where you're at? If you don't want to tell me where you're at, tell me what the weather's like. Hopefully it's warm. I hope that it's warm for you, unless you like the cold. But I don't like the cold. I like it warm and sunny. I was born in the wrong state. I firmly believe that I should have been born in Florida, but I wasn't. So I'm a Kentucky Appalachian girl, which I love. Just don't love the weather. I don't like the cold. Um, I am not I'm not built for the cold. I never have been. You know, there's two types of people in the world. There's the people that would rather be cold than hot, and then there's the people that would rather be hot than cold. Omar, is that how you say that? Um, thank you for subscribing. Uh, I am the latter. I'd rather be hot. I'd rather it be 100 degrees outside than it be 20 degrees. I or anything below that. I can't hardly stand it. I told my husband today, I said, I can't wait till we see robins, because when we see robins, we know spring is here. And he's like, I've seen robins. And I was like, where'd you see robins at? And there's robins out in the yard right now. I don't know if I flip the camera, you're probably not going to be able to see it. Can you all see them right there? This is the first robins I've seen this year. What a beautiful sight. For those of you that want to see the farm, this is what she looks like. This is where we keep the chickens and the hounds. That's the barn. That's the chicken area. That's where we keep the rabbits. There's an overview right there of the whole farm. Hello, Karen. How are you? What is the weather like where you're at, Karen? I wish my nose wasn't running. Sorry, guys. I just seen my first robins of the year for everybody that's popping on, and I'm super excited about that because robins mean that spring comes. It's not too bad today, actually, Ben. It's 30 degrees. It's warm enough that I feel like I can sit on the porch. So, I'm sitting on the porch. You hear the wind chimes? They're pretty when they're not going crazy. The last live I did on this porch, the wind was blowing and you couldn't even hardly focus for the wind chimes. It's in the 30s. That's what I don't know exactly, but my guess is 30s. Oh my gosh, 70. Oh, I want the 70s back. I was just saying, I guess before you popped on, that I need warmth. I'm not made for this cold. Your wife likes them, but you loathe them. I like them when they're just like gently in the background. Hi, how are you? Going up to the 40s next week, spring, like LOL, before it comes back down. Ugh. They are saying it's going to warm up next week. To what degree, I have no clue. But I hate the winter. I hate to be that way because I love living here. I love being here. This is my home, but I hate how the winters are never ending now. It's like once the winter's here, it starts really fast. And then the last like 2 years, it's never ending. By this point, typically we would be done. We would have like one more snowstorm, but it would be like 70 degrees, and then like a couple days it would be, like the snowstorm would come and it would be, just cold enough for it to snow. But now it's like the winter's never ending. It's like the temperature just wants to stay down, and I hate it. I'm not meant for the cold. I believe I was born in the wrong state. I think that I was supposed to be born in Florida, maybe Hawaii. But I got stuck here. Which I love this place, but I told my husband this morning, I said, "You want to move to Florida?" And there's no way he would even possibly move. But I would. I would. He stays for his family, but my family will be all right without me. They'll be okay. He said, "What happened to global warming now? Now, no matter what happens, they claim climate change. It's I don't know." The cold makes you appreciate the warm. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. I'm sorry, the wind just hit my neck. I'm looking for 80 degrees and sunny. I'm looking for pool weather. I'm looking to be laying and lounging in the pool all day like I ain't got no responsibilities. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the lazy days, the days out in the garden, the days that I get to stick my hands in warm dirt. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for tomatoes on the vine. I am looking for cucumbers in my belly. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not made for this. I'm not. I'm not made for this. This is not the weather I'm used to. I'm not used to it. I don't like it. I don't like the cold. The weather has changed in Kentucky. But you miss the green. I do too. But guess what? We had, up until this week, it had warmed up enough that the grass was turning green. Hold on, let's see. I'll flip the camera around. You all, maybe you can see it. Can you see under the snow where the grass is turning green? Can y'all see it? So we are getting a little bit of the green back. Look, there's robins, which is a good sign. So we are getting a little bit of the green, but yeah, I miss the green too. You can kind of see there. It's green. Yeah, I miss at this point, I would rather have any other color but brown and white. At this point, I could do without either one of those. Tan. I noticed that our thornless blackberries up here a couple weeks ago when it was warmer, they were starting to get little buds on them. And then somebody else had said something was budding the other day. And then I seen some Easter lilies as well in the flower garden budding. You won't have green till April. I feel like it's taking its sweet time to come here. As soon as this melts off, I'm gonna get in the raised beds. Once we get a good stretch of warm, and I'm gonna plant some onion and some different things, cabbage. I planted cabbage in. I made some seed trays, and I planted them, and I've got cabbage coming up. It's what is it, Dutch Round and Market Early. I've got coming up. My loofahs still have not come up. I'm worried. So y'all pray for them. Hopefully they'll come up. And then I planted tomatoes as well. And we all know tomatoes take a little bit. I'm hoping with everything in me, them loofahs come up. So we'll just have to see. If not, then I'll have to replant them. And I feel like it'll be too late. So I might need to go ahead and do that just in case they don't come up. And if I do have extra, I don't know, I'll give them to somebody. But I'm worried they're not going to come up. I'm not going to start a bunch of seeds this year. I've said it on other lives. It's just too much work. With and I don't have the room. I really don't have the space to start seeds right now. I'd love to get a greenhouse. We've talked about it. So maybe, hopefully, we will get a greenhouse. If not this year, next year. And then I can start seeds from home. But our local greenhouse, my favorite greenhouse that I've went to since I was a teenager, they sell tomato plants for like 75 cents each. Like we can buy like a good 6 pack of tomatoes for like $1.25. So I'm not gonna waste my time or my money and my energy on starting seeds when I can just buy them cheaply. Now, if they were more expensive, if they were like $5 a plant, that'd be totally different. But they're not. And it's just cheaper to buy them and let somebody else do the work, And on top of that, you're supporting a local business. And honestly, that business has been around since before I was a teenager. And I would honestly, rather support them because they're doing something good. And they've got, the varieties that I like. So just take your coveralls and all that off together. That way you're not getting mud on your stuff. So, remember how Mommy showed you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather support the local business. So that's what I'm going to do. And it'd be different, like I said, if they were more expensive, but they're not. So as long as their prices don't change, which they might go up a little bit higher this year, everything does. But still, I doubt they're going to be at like $5 a plant like a lot of people have to pay. So as long as they stay at a decent price, then, we'll support them. And they hire local. They're local people. They've been around for years. They're a good Christian organization. And, it's just, it's a good, if you can find places like that to support, if you can find local businesses that support the community, and, hire local workers and, hire the community and they keep things, reasonable, I don't see why not to support them. And, if it was in reverse, I would want, to be supported because I'm a farmer. And I understand, I know, like I know how it feels to have those sales. I know how it feels to, just to be able to provide for our family and our child from what you have made with your own hands, what you have created and raised and grown with your own hands. And so, until I can have my own greenhouse, I'll support theirs and, it'll be good. And like I said, I just don't see no reason not to. I feel like it's the better option, honestly. Because anybody that has started seeds, they know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of tending. It's a lot of, if you start them off in seed trays, you've got to move them up and you got to buy soil and you got to buy the seed trays, or you got to make seed trays and you got to, keep an eye on them and you got to water them every day. And then if they don't come up, then you got to replant them. It's a whole process, which I love. Like I love having my hands in the dirt. I love the work of it. I'm not, not just, not saying that that's awful. I don't know. It just seems, a lot better. A lot better to it's easier for me to just go to the local greenhouse, and also it's good for them, it's good for our community, and like I said, I want to continue to support a local business. That way, they can continue to provide the service that they provide. I think a big issue with I don't know how it is where you all are at, but here, local businesses don't last very long. Nobody can hardly stay open, and these people have been open for a really long time. And like I said, they have provided jobs and work for the community, and they're just good people. And so, I feel like good people deserve, your support from the community. So, that's that. That's my 2 cents on the matter. You know. Well, guys, it looks like nobody is interested in much talking to me today. Thank you, Karen, for popping in. You've held strong and carried on a conversation. But if nobody has any questions for me, I'll probably just pop off here and go inside and warm up this hand that's been holding this tripod. It's probably red. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little red. Not terrible. It's a little bit, got a little more color to it than what looks better than what I thought it might. But anywho, I appreciate everybody that stopped in. If you're rewatching this, if you haven't liked the video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The support that everybody gives me on this channel means the world to me. It's amazing, and I love this community that we have started here. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful day, and maybe we can see you all on the next one. You stay warm too, Karen, and you have a wonderful weekend. But guys, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for the support.